Good morning or evening, friends. This is JP with Wise Guys Gaming, and I want to talk to you a little bit about Marvel Rivals. We're going to make a very quick video. We're just going to talk a little bit about Doctor Strange. This isn't a huge thing. I just want to kind of discuss it with Doctor Strange as a Vanguard and kind of what you're looking for. The Vanguard class is basically your tank class, right? Tanks are looking for disruption of the enemy. They're looking for protection of the allies and sustainability. I typically take your tanks and I split them into two categories, or in this case your Vanguards, and I split them into two categories. The first one being your Bruisers. They're there because they soak a lot of damage and they deal some pretty good damage. They make people kind of look at them instead of fighting the enemy. Like in this scenario, I would say Captain America, Venom, Thor, those are bruiser type characters. And maybe even Penny Parker. These are more bruisers than tanks, you know what I mean? They can kind of get in there and mix it up with the enemy, but they're not really here to protect anybody. Maybe even Bruce, but I haven't played enough Bruce to really say. Groot, with the way he can build walls and disrupt the enemy team with that. Magneto, because he can throw out shields and he has his own personal shield. And Doctor Strange, of course, I consider them to be more of your traditional tanks because they are looking to, in my opinion, they are looking to aid the team and protect them. I don't think you're really trying to protect anybody with Venom unless you're just getting in the way. So we're going to come here, right? Put the shield up. Here we are protecting our enemies, our friends, giving them an opportunity. Let's get closer so we can protect them both. Yeah, just get some of that damage off of it. Then you come back, let it heal. As you see, the damage heals relatively quickly, so that's what we're going to do. What's important about Doctor Strange is he does not get critical damage.
The eye of Agamotto.
He does not get critical damage. So if you are trying to get in there and mix it up and output damage, keep that in mind. You are not dealing. This is trying to point to you that he is not necessarily a damage dealer. That's not to say he can't deal damage, because this is melting pretty quick, right? Matter of fact, let's go over here.
The enemy in front of us.
And if you got an enemy specialist in front of you, you know what I'm saying? He can melt. And he's not, it's not necessarily that he's killing them, it's that he's dealing some damage once he gets in and mixes it up. That makes her Vanguards and her specialists now have to try to keep her alive in that situation. But if you move it around, let's not do that one. Let's do Venom, because Venom's kind of a meta pick right now. Van, we'll be here all day for Strange to kill Venom. He's going to be jumping around, moving. He's going to be doing a lot. You're not going to just kill Venom. But Venom is a little more tanky. Let's go Punisher. Just kind of give you an idea.
Our enemies are near.
It's low factor, but you're still looking at 4 cycles from that to just get a kill. And if you got DPS with you, that's good. But I would say, when you're playing Strange as a Vanguard, your goal is going to be maybe get 1 or 2 of these off, and then go back to your healing here. That's going to be the goal. I think the most important thing with Strange right now, when you're first getting started, 2 biggest things are, number 1, keep an eye on his dark magic. If you see this little icon in the middle of the screen, when he deals damage, he gets dark magic. And it can affect him with anti-heal. Let's go over here so we can see it. See how we got the runes on the back of his cape and everything. Let me get shot first. If you like pina coladas, right?
Our enemies are near. Ancient one, I hope my successes make you proud.
I'm at 525, right? So now I'm in this anti-heal mode. I walk over, try to get healed.
Healing energy.
It's not supposed to heal me. Why is it healing me? Why did it do that? We're in the pit for that
That much
time
closer
period.
to victory.
Hang on.
Double
I
KO.
don't want to be that wrong about him.
That's 3.
Yeah. So you see that
Healing
there's a
energy.
brief time period where you couldn't get heals. Look in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see it. We'll take some shots while we get there.
By the fangs of Farala, that
Take a
was
little
a fine battle.
damage.
Double KO.
So you walk over here, look at the bottom where the shield is, where the health is. That little purple
Healing
means you
energy.
can't be healed. That
Enemy
can
in
be
front of
the it's not long. It's very short actually, shorter than I thought it would
purge the
be.
darkness.
But it could be the difference between life and death. Another thing to think about with the dark magic is that you have what's the move called? The Maelstrom of Madness, where he expels that dark energy for damage. I'm pretty sure, let me check to be certain, but I am fairly certain it stacks
I
on
purge the
damage.
darkness.
But as you see, that's not much, right? Oh, it's... hang
The
on.
eye of Agamotto foresaw this.
Right? So it's about 45.
Leave me
45 is
darkness.
pretty decent damage. But in the event that you're at the bottom, I don't think it does that much. Let me check to be sure.
Leave
Yeah,
me
see,
darkness.
it does much less if you're down at the
The
base level.
Vishanti foresaw this.
Double KO.
Well, it is important to keep, I would say,
Enemy in front of us.
because he can reload, and his reload is kind of a long, well, it's not that way. I would say just kind of be careful when you're shooting. Keep an eye on it.
The
I would
winds
wait
of
till it got
Wizum
to
blow
40 or
fair
50
this day.
before you thought about
Double
getting it raised.
KO.
I purge the darkness.
And that allows you to be healed. Look at that, 50% health right there. That is 50% health. That's pretty dope, man. Hang on one sec. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, little homie. Trying to make a point, little homie.
By the fangs
So
of
that's
Farala,
73.
that was a fine battle.
Double
That's
KO.
84.
I
Look
purge
at
the
that. Plus
darkness.
50% health on this thing. Just because you
That's
waited. So
3.
I would say wait until
Wow. 4 in a
you're
row.
about ready to reload before you start spinning.
Leave me
Because that's where you're going to get
darkness.
the best bang for your buck as far as damage goes. And make sure that he is ready to compete.
Our
Let me
enemies
check
are
this
near.
right quick. 1, 2,
By
3.
the fangs of Farala,
4.
that was a fine
And then we're
battle.
going to go reload.
I purge
Double
the
KO.
darkness.
Okay, so it does not refresh reload from there. The only other thing I would say when you're playing Doctor Strange, I mean, this is always good, just kind of get some space a little bit, get back. The shield is good. Much like I would tell you if you're playing Reinhardt, don't hold the shield up forever, right? The shield should be there to block damage, come down, give it a chance to come back to restore, bring it back up, bring it a chance to restore. So you should be meshing between the difference of throwing this and picking up your shield. The key on that is you want to do that because you want to give your specialist a chance to get their ult up by healing,
The winds of
but you
Watum
also
blow
want
fair
to
this
not
day.
deplete your shield for the times you might need it. So that way when ultimate comes up, if it does something like big damage, you can drop this off real quick,
Enemy in front
block
of
that
us.
damage, and then get right back into it. And if you got to get out of there, of course, and we get out of here. You know what I mean? I would say don't use the sling wing when you are starting out and you're just starting to play this game and you think Strange is pretty cool. Don't use the sling ring for anything outside of positioning when you leave the spawn. Boom. Hit sling ring.
I'm opening a portal.
Apparently I did that wrong. But you want to set it up just to kind of get yourself, and don't think you have to put it directly on the point.
Farala.
Put it somewhere near the point, so that way you can get to the point when you need to. So like, if the point was up here, this is a good place for it, because they're not going to see
Enemy
that.
in
It's going
front
to
of
get your
us.
team there faster. You don't have to put it directly on the point, because if you put it directly on the point, when somebody dies and they have to respawn, oh look, we're shooting through, and we're keeping your guys from coming in. In addition to that, You can use it for traps, like setting up one here and then setting up the other off a cliff. We might try that in a second, just so that way we can keep them off of us. But the key on that is you got to be careful with it because your team might jump through it and then you got trouble. I would suggest when you are using the sling, put it in places that are, they call that sling ring. Pentagram of Farala. Once you're using that pentagram of Farala, I would suggest that you set it up in ways that make it more beneficial for your team and less beneficial for the enemy team.
Our enemies are near.
Particularly if you have characters like Black Widow, Hawkeye, Punisher, Bucky, Winter Soldier. You got characters like that. You want to make sure you can utilize them, keeping them in a safe place while also pestering the enemy team. Is there a way? Practice setting. It's no ability to put down. We'll do that for now. All right. So if I've got, let's say I've got a Black Widow, and we spawn over here, and I want to hit those jokers over there and give her a good clear shot, right?
I'm opening a portal.
First portal here, right? Second portal, I don't want right in front of them because they can fire back. But if I come up here at an angle,
A shortcut through space.
suddenly, if you're Black Widow, you got access to headshots, you're dealing damage. It's at an angle that they can't jump in. You see what I'm saying?
We overcome.
They can't just, unless they've got like an Iron Man or something, they can't do this. Now they can shoot into it, but if you're Black Widow, you can stay back far enough
Out, dark
to where you can
magic.
get your snipes off, and there's nothing they can do about it. And that, I think, is a much better strategy. Or
I'm
even,
opening a
I do like
portal.
doing this. Place that one there. Come up, and then come down. Right? So again,
A shortcut
there's nothing they can do
through
about
space.
this. They can try to jump into it, that's about it. And you're good. Put it over, if you got to put it over point, that's an angle that's better for your team. Right? And then you can come in when you need to
Out, dark magic.
Double
and
kill.
do something like that. See what I'm saying?
Pain was worth it.
That would be the best bet. Otherwise, don't use your sling just yet. There's no need for you to rush using the sling, and a lot of times you'll put your team at a disadvantage while trying
Enemies are
to
near.
set the sling up. And you don't have to do that. I've seen so many times, and I've been guilty of it too, where I'm thinking I'll just place a quick sling real quick, and we'll be running toward the, like, say we're going toward the green over here. We'd be running toward it, and we'll get it right here, kind of close to a corner.
I'm
Ooh.
opening a portal.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna put another one over here. Well, that whole time, Strange has been here circling things, right? And all it takes is the enemy team to look around and see us. Plus, if they get the drop on us, they hop through, and now we're in a bad situation because they're coming up behind us, where our guys just ran through. So you don't want to. Sometimes it's a good idea just not to put the sling out there. There's no need for it, right? You don't have to have the sling. You will be fine. Do want to try this though.
I'm opening a portal.
Place that one there.
Pentagram of Farala.
Did you die? Oh, you didn't die. You're gonna have to try that again. I'm very interested in killing people. Like, you know, you can set this up to kill people.
I'm opening a portal.
I'm interested in that. I guess I could do...
A shortcut through space.
Oh. This is what we're gonna do. Ready? This is what we're gonna do.
Enemy in front of us. I'm opening a portal.
Cancel that. Oh, also remember when you're using the portal,
I'm opening a portal.
the portals themselves. I want this. The portals themselves, if you cancel them, it counts as a usage. Make sure you're doing what you want to do on that. This might do. This might do. Trying to get this right. All right. This is for science. Can't do this instead. This is for science. Yo, my heater is going crazy and it is not that cold.
Our enemies are near.
I don't think that's gonna work. So we're gonna just put one here and hope it works. We're gonna go way, way, way out there. Dadgummit.
I'm opening a portal.
Reposition place. Here. Trying to get a good angle. Cancel, 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 cancel. Alright.
I'm opening a portal.
Reposition. The first one there. Second one here. Oh, this. I'm sorry this is taking so long.
Enemy in front of us.
But I'm very interested in this. I like the idea of setting up traps.
A shortcut through space.
No kills. No kills. No kills. I have to figure that out. I don't know if I can even do it with these particular bots, but I'm very interested in the notion
I'm
of set
opening a
traps.
portal.
Reposition you. Place you here. And we'll place you here.
Pentagram of Parala.
Let's see if he goes in.
Enemy in front of us.
He goes around. That's why they're smarter than that. Kill myself.
Doctor is in.
But you get the idea. You can set traps. You can do things like that. I'm interested in doing more of that, but it's going to take some time. You got to kind of figure it out and figure out good ways to set your opponent up. But again, I would say the best use of it, especially early on, is absolutely going to be setting your
I'm opening a portal.
something like this where you can place it here, and instead of placing it in just direct sight so your people can see, go up, go over, put it in odd spots, stuff like this, to where your team gets an angle and gets the advantage, and their team just has to kind of deal with it. I apparently can't place these, so never mind. Mother of Pearl. Here
Our
we go.
enemies are near. A shortcut through space.
Right. Oh, you gotta set it right though, so you know where you're looking. But you want to make sure you got enough to set yourself up without giving them a good chance to retaliate. Because if they're looking up here, trying to deal with us up here from the portal, they're gonna miss anybody else coming through. Particularly if you can put it somewhere
I'm opening
like,
a portal.
whoops, somewhere like here and here.
Pentagram of Ferala.
Because in such a situation, your DPS can absolutely sit back and snipe them.
The Eye of Agamotto.
If you got like a Wolverine or something like that, congratulations, now one for. You know what I mean?
Double kill.
So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. I don't know. This is just what my early thoughts on Strange. If you've been playing him or if you got some advice for Strange, let me know. This is supposed to be faster than
Our
it is.
enemies
20
are
minutes.
near.
Part of that was me trying to play with portals, but it doesn't work in here, so yeah. Either way, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.